Football League. Please welcome your Houston Texans.
On the visitor's sideline, Bills head coach Sean McDermott. His guys are putting together a season to remember. No blemishes on their record to this point. Opposite him on the Texans sideline, DeMeco Ryans. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here.
Kickoff middle.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
Entering play call.
And last week's Walsh team, despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. Open man is Kirk, complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called on again this week.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Categories.
When you look at this Buffalo defense, they're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
You have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Now Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's brought down. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. They go up the middle with Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Charles.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions. and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Stroud. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 28. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
There are 7 categories.
They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease, feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
And one more time, here's Kirk. And inside the 20.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Good for 12 and a first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Tackle on the play by Christian Benford.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
This is 2nd and 8.
On the quick, right?
They run it again with Chubb. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
First down and goal.
They talked with us about setting the tone early in this football game, and this opening drive has been a tone setter so far.
And how about the discipline on this drive as well? Everyone doing their job, everyone knitting it all together and creating that last explosive run to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Pierce is into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
Entering play call, special teams.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
AHB power O. Inside zone split.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Cook up the gut. It's a pickup of 6.
A gain of 6. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the
entering play call. Player Ferrari. Prince James Cook III. James Cook MTN. Osprint HB. Inside zone split. AHB misdirection. Inside zone split.
So from the 36 now. 1st and 10. Here's Cook again. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Entering play
look at the
call.
defense
Player
for these Texans. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass. Number 16 in the league.
Yeah, this
Player
has been a good
Khalil
defense, but they're going to have to really prove it in this one. Because, guess what? They're facing the number 1 passing
Bill
offense
slot off.
in the
Stretch alert
NFL.
bundle.
It's definitely a
Hail
proven
Mary.
day for them.
Bill slot option.
Now a 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Entering play call. Dalton Kincaid. Callum, Jalen Waddle. Jalen, divide wheel. Curl flats.
Sometimes the
Curl
defensive guys
flats.
just put you in awkward situations and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
MTNZ spot. Close puck post. Puff fork widened. Spacing.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Snap comes in 1, and it's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Entering
so
play.
A decent gain
Khalil
on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play
Jalen,
callers, they just
wheel.
move on. They find something
flats.
else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
Entering play call. Callum Shakir. Jalen Waddle. Chris
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Throwing now is Allen. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Will Anderson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt
Coach
you.
suggestion. AH gains. Z spot. Double slants.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Allen going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he
Entering
could, but
play
let's face
call,
it, that sack
coach
on second
suggestion,
down,
quick punt,
about throwing a
punt.
wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Texans will take over. The Buffalo defense, they get ready as they trot back on the field. And last time out they got scored against, their offense hasn't given them any help to this point, so maybe they need to stop here.
A stop obviously would be nice, not critical at this stage of the game, but one of the things that you want to find out from your defense, are you really ready to play after giving up a touchdown on the last drive? Let's see if they have a little bit better spark, a little bit better bounce in this series.
We'll see if they have that spark and that bounce right here.
Drops, hooks, safety depth option, safety width option, coach cover 2-man.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Stroud to throw it. They'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Well, they completed the pass but lost yardage, so they'll decline the penalty.
There are 7 categories.
Perfect play for them, isn't it? Who needs a penalty when you try and throw the ball, you don't even get it downfield, and they go ahead and snuff out the play. They'll take that as a result.
On the quick, right?
Throwing now is Stroud. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Stroud. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
That's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him, sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Enter, close across, empty NHB plunge. Clear, error, Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, James Kukaya, Jane, M, pass, inside zone split.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. What a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
Entering play call, clear, Chris Olave, James Kukaya, James M, pass, inside zone split.
The end result.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up second.
Entering play call, player. There are 8 categories. You have 7 options. James Kakaya is selected.
Has got to be
Chris
priority
Alon.
one.
Chris, fixed spike, pitches. Bench.
2nd and 10. Now Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And they'll have it in the red
Entering
zone
play
before
call,
it crosses
player.
over
There
out of
are 8
bounds.
categories. You have 7 options.
12 yards
Chris
there as they
Alon
keep
is
this
selected.
drive rolling. It's another first
Jalen
down.
Waddle.
That's
Chris
the
Alon.
number 2 receiver in the NFL
James
in terms of
Kakaya.
yardage. And tell you
James
what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
flat.
Well, that's what often
Inside
happens
zone
when you have
split.
competitors
PHP
running around the
dive.
field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
Entering play call, player. Chris Alon. Jalen Waddle. Callum Hill slot. Hail Mary.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker.
D-corner. Padu. D-corner.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Allen now looks to throw. Touchdown, Bills! Chris Olave, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Attempt is selected.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Chris Olave
Entering
who
play
finished
call,
things off with a
there are
touchdown.
2 categories. You have 3 options. Kickoff left is selected. Kickoff middle.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, able to avoid him. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Bills defense, they make their way back out there. Coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field, so we'll see what they do here.
And
There are
once that
7
happens,
categories.
everybody wants to get involved. All right, whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
Yeah, we'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover. Looking to put a drive together. Stroud looking to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins.
Entering
And this
play
will be a
call,
gain of
coach
5 as he gets
suggestions.
into the
There are
30.
7 categories.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. His 4th catch already in this first quarter. It's a first down.
I like watching
Entering
the wide
play
receivers
call,
because it's a real
coach
teamwork
suggestions.
play.
There are
Because guess
7
what? Guy catching
categories.
the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And that'll make it 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions.
The
there are 7 categories.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here goes Stroud again. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it
Entering
across
play call.
midfield.
Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Motion man left is Kirk. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Chubb. And he stopped immediately there.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
We talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. 2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to get stepped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7
not as much running
categories.
it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the 1st. Here's Stroud. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be taken
Entering
down
play
here, still a
call.
couple
Coach
yards short of the
suggestions.
1st.
There are 7
That's
categories.
good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
All right.
Stroud now on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down.
Entering play
yardage.
call. Coach suggestions.
4th
There are
and 2.
7
They got it. That was
categories.
kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. So no
Entering
gain on
play
the
call.
play.
Coach
And we'll bring up
suggestions. There are
2nd
7
down.
Well,
categories.
that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 18.
Again, it's Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Here we go. Let's go.
Now Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz. And he's got a first down as a
entering
tackle
play
made at the
call,
Bills'
coach
14.
suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To the 14.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Chubb on the read option.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially
Entering
no
play
gain on
call,
the play, and
coach
it's 2nd
suggestions.
down.
There are 7
And he got
categories.
off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Stroud out of the gun here.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you
Entering
get too
play
cautious
call,
going
coach
forward.
suggestions.
Just cover
There
up
are
the
7
football and take care of
categories.
it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
Third and 20.
Now, what's what? 18. What's that?
Stroud.
Drops it off for Chubb. And this thing gets blown up well behind the line of scrimmage, but the marker is down on the field. Who's this against?
So
Entering
instead of
play
giving them
call,
another
coach
chance on 3rd down, they're going
There
to
are
decline
7
the penalty and
categories.
force a decision on 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this
Entering play
one-possession
call,
ball game.
special
And
teams.
ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bills' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive
Entering
season
play
total.
call, James
If you take a look at the
Tupai.
NFL leaders in touchdown passes
Chris
at
Alon.
this point in the season.
Jalen Waddle. Jalen. Curl comp. Zone alert bubble. Puck fork wide. Spacing. Puck counter. Bench corner stop.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this
Entering
helps
play
or
call,
hurts their
player.
momentum?
Callum
I'd say
Shakir.
it hurts the momentum
Jalen
because
Waddle.
now you get that short
Jalen.
week.
Curl.
But when
Zone
a team's
alert
playing as
bubble.
well as
Puck
they
fork
are,
wide. Spacing.
it actually allows
Puck
them to down
counter.
focus and
Bench
only
corner
worry about
stop.
themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Here's Allen to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And he's come out of the gates hot. He's been on target with his throws, and that's reflected in the numbers as he'll look to keep it going here.
There are 7 categories.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So the completion gets him just a yard.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9.
All right.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 8th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally.
Entering
on that
play
one.
call,
I'm not
coach
sure how much
suggestions.
everyone
There are
understands
7
the preparations
categories.
that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them.
Entering play call,
excellent field
special
position.
teams.
2 plays later, pay dirt. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Gets by him at the 25. And it's a pretty good return.
Entering play call, player, James Kakaya, Josh Allen, Chris Alon, AHB, Jet 6 drive wheel, player, Jalen Waddle, curl combo.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this
Entering
possession.
play call, player, Callum Shakir.
They kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The Bills with a football as we start
Entering
quarter number
play,
2.
James Kakaya.
As they've got it with a 2nd
James,
and 1 coming
MTNA,
up.
Sprint HD, inside zone split.
They'll try the middle with Cook. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault.
Entering play
His
call,
offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Khalil Shakir, Khalil, Hail Mary, Gold Coast, Padu, D-corner.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Bills first down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Buffalo.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first half, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Here's Allen. He completes it to Olave. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Olave, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Bills have got it back to within a score. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Have them to select.
It only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it leads down to a field goal at 17-14.
Bills 14.
Entering play call, Norm, kickoff middle.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. They juked him. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's been effective so far.
There are
over
7
the 40-yard mark
categories.
here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll get this just across the 25-yard line.
Give credit to the defense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And again, it's Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain
Entering
on the play
play
there,
call,
so they're left
coach
with a 3rd down and
suggestions.
6.
There are 7 categories.
Looks like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession,
return
now
left.
they know that they can compete with this offense.
Return middle.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. Yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession.
Entering play call.
And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their
entering
locker room,
play call, recent error, inside zone, corner.
It's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a
entering
first down.
play call, recent corner. Bench corner stop.
Throwing now is Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's
entering play call, recent error 8 categories. You have 9 options. Bench corner stop is selected corner.
That's the mismatch that
Coach suggestions. Player error 8. James Kupai. Josh Allen. James Kupai. James empty. Osprey HD. Inside zone split.
What a nice play he made there in the open field.
So from the 26-yard line, here's the 2nd and 9. A give. This is Cook. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Entering play call, player Chris Long. Coach suggests recent error 8 corner. Inside zone split.
And let the linebackers run free. But he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Olave on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have taken the lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Padded empty selected.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. You have 3 options. Kickoff left is selected. Kickoff middle.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Houston set to take over. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited. but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here we go.
Stroud sets up the play action. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
18. That's it.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Stroud. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he will slide to a halt with a penalty marker down on the play.
Entering
That's
play
on the
call,
guard, Lakin
coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Stroud to throw it. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2,
Entering
maybe
play
3
call,
on the
coach
play.
suggestions.
And that'll
There are
bring up a
7
3rd down and
categories.
very long. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
Entering play call, special teams. Return middle.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and a free kick it from the 20 now.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Entering play call, T-corner.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Looking to throw. Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And they'll get this well past midfield before
Entering play
just
call,
before
precinct.
the
There are 8 categories. You have 9
after the
options.
catch, going to net
T-corner
him
is
23
selected.
and a 1st.
That turns into a
Bench
very well
corner
orchestrated
stop.
play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
to the air. Allen. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, player, Ferrari, James Kukai,
and the flag came out.
Empty, inside zone split.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Handoff comes to Cook. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8.
Entering play call, player, Ferrari, Chris
Get yourself
Love.
set up to keep making first downs,
Coach
keep the
suggests
clock
recent,
running. If they're smart,
inside zone,
you're starting to milk the
inside zone,
clock.
T
No
corner.
hurry before you run your second down play.
2nd and 12. Allen now looks to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over
Entering
200
play
yards
call,
passing.
recent, Ferrari, T corner. Coach suggestion, player, Ferrari, coach, AHD base. Pop power O. AHD base.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been
Entering
neglected.
play
Nice little
call,
burst right
coach
there.
AHD stretch alert smoke. Recent, Ferrari, T corner, AHD base.
Davis will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Entering play call, recent, Ferrari, person, recent, inside zone, AHD base, inside zone split, AHD base.
And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Entering play call, normal, there are 2 categories. Kickoff right.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Ooh, the juke. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Looking to put a drive together. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Stroud looking to throw. And he can't hang on to it.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Texans on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. And Stroud now to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling.
Coach
Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A chance for Waddle on the return. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once
Entering
more.
play call,
And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways.
Entering play call, recent
PHP
base.
Plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Cook following the penalty. Well, a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 59 yards rushing for him now.
Entering
Was
play
his
call,
carry of the ball game.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Again, it's Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards
Entering
the
play
loss, second and 12.
There are 8 categories. PHP base.
What you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
To throw, it's Allen.
He'll dump this off to Cook. Call it a gain of 3
Entering
on
play
the
call,
play.
Grayson,
It's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Allen. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Entering play call, Grayson, there are 8 categories. You have 9 options. THD base.
Gain of 25 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Back to the ground, Cook. A nice little juke.
And the Bills are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
4 yards. That's another Bills 1st down. 1st and goal, Buffalo.
Entering play call, AHD base.
Out there. Through the air, on the ground,
AHD
they move the ball
base.
with relative ease.
AHD base.
Cook going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Entering play T corner, AHD base.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. They run it again with Cook. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation.
Entering
but
play
my
call,
goodness,
Grayson, there
think
are 8
about running
T
the ball
corner.
here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to
Entering
try
play call,
throwing it.
T corner.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Khalil Shakir from 8 yards out as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Entering play call, recent, there are 8 AHD base, T corner.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Entering play call, normal, there are 2 categories, kickoff middle.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Gets around him. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
A chance for us to look now at the Bills' defense. They were able to force that 3-and-out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3-and-outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short and not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see.
On the quick, right?
Now Stroud.
That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's going to be
Entering
dropped
play
following a
call
pickup of 7.
suggestions.
That's the
There
30
are
to
7
the 32.
categories.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's Stroud. He'll let this go deep for Collins.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Entering play call
Good
coach
effort there, trying to
suggestions.
take
There
a
are 7
shot, but it's third
categories.
down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Stroud.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And as you can see there, not only is he looking to secure a passing title, but he's also closing in on a 5,000-yard campaign. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Entering play AHD Bay to corner.
2nd down and a yard. Allen going to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he can't find
Entering
anywhere
play
to go.
call to corner. To corner.
Christian Wilkins. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. To the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Chris Olave on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to add on to their first-half lead. And his sensational season continues. That touchdown grab, number 20 for him on the year.
Entering play call coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have to and inst view step coaching. Pop-up menu. Med depth chart is selected. Entering player name J Allen. AHB selected. FB selected. WR slot 1. Player name C Love. Player name J Waddle. Player name K Shakir. Player name C Love. Player name C Love. Player name L McCaffrey. Player name K Coleman. Player name C Love. You have to entering play call coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Pat attempt is selected.
Pass on for the extra point.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Bills 43.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown.
Entering play call, normal. There are 2 categories. Kickoff middle.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans with the football here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Things for
there
them,
are 7
just
categories.
to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
Alrighty.
Stroud out of the gun here. Looking for the out route here, and it's completed to Kirk.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Well, this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And not much happening there as he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
There are 7 categories.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Entering
The
play
Texans
call,
gonna signal
coach
for their
suggestions.
third and
There are 7
final timeout.
categories.
As they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Entering play call,
2nd and 9
suggestions.
from the
There are 7
39-yard line.
categories.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. That's caught again by Schultz.
Entering play call, suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Final
2.
play of the half. Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. So halftime is upon us on Thursday night primetime, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Entering
Scotty,
play
thank you
call,
as
special
always.
teams.
Well, likely 2 very different halftime speeches by these
Return
head
middle.
coaches, that's for sure. As we get set for half number 2.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
Entering play call, D-corner.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now Allen. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete.
Entering play call.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
It's now second down and 20.
Here's Allen. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it is caught. And he'll get this one way out just shy of the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Bills first down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yards.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Inside zone split. D-corner. D-corner.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught.
Entering play call,
been sacked 4 times in the game already,
coach suggestions,
and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Throwing now is Allen. Wow, and that is incomplete.
Entering play call, coach suggestion, corner the Bills, MTNSP did under, recent, D-corner,
If he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To the air, Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here.
Entering
but that's
play
a good
call.
start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 cat. You have to Celeb, stats, coaching. Pop-up, med, depth chart is selected. Player name J. Allen. Player name M. Trubisky. You have entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Looking to put a drive together. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Entering play call,
Just a yard on the first down carry, so
there are
it's
7 categories.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins.
And he'll be taken down.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
On the catch and run.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
All right. 18.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now in the ball game. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
Stroud sets up the play action.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
And Stroud now to throw.
He finds his target. It's Schultz.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting,
there are 7
watching
categories.
film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Entering play call.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
First throw now for the backup, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Christian Wilkins bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room.
Entering play call. Inside zone split.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
And we have an injury on the play, and it looks like the running back, James Cook, is the one who's down.
Entering play call. Recent. There you have to opt, quit, in, view, celebrate, stats, coaching. Pop-up medical center is selected. Entering in player name Elagunjobi, player name Jacob III. Position HG, position GT, injury type. Injury type hip bursitis. Injury length will return soon. You have to enter in
medical
play.
Staff though going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Smash.
We're facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Entering play. Thick punt off tackle. Punt.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Entering play call.
1st and 10 as they take over.
There are 7 categories.
Looking to put a drive together.
Oh, right.
Now Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Entering play
that
call.
flag obviously takes away the good
There are
yardage that they
7
had on the play.
categories.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
On the quick, right? 18. What's that?
Stroud looking to throw.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Entering play call. Coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter, because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Open man is Higgins.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by
Entering
guys.
play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
And it winds up incomplete.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Waddle now to return it. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The visitors' offense and running back James Cook heading onto the field. And you look at his numbers as a pass catcher in this one. They've lined him up in different spots, shifted him around, and made him a real weapon in the passing game.
Jalen Waddle, James Cook, empty, pass print HD, inside zone split.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start
entering
a drive
play call, player, there are 8 categories. You have 7 options. James Cook, Jalen Waddle, Khalil Shakir,
right? You flip the field a
Khalil
little bit.
Divide
They
Wheel,
didn't get that
Bill
done.
Flats.
This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 7. Now Trubisky to throw. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Entering play, Dalton Kincaid.
There on the O-line.
Yeah, just looking
Dalton
interior, and that's where the
Kincaid,
penalty
T-screen,
occurred.
Cossims, Angle YSAL, MTN slug over replace, Angle YSAL.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Trubisky. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Entering play call, player, there are 8 categories. You have 7 options. Dalton Kincaid is selected.
Crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of
entering
replay,
play call,
that's pretty
player,
tight.
there are 8 categories. You have 7 options. Dalton Kincaid is selected.
So the challenge there does not
Khalil
go their way.
Shakir,
This will
Jalen
indeed
Waddle,
remain a
James
completed
Cook,
pass.
James Cook, MTN HD flip, pass print HD flip, inside zone split.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Entering
That's
play
on the guard,
call,
David Edwards.
Jalen Waddle, Khalil, Dalton Kincaid, Dalton, Waddle, T-screen, double pivot, angle YSAL.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him, and they able to bring him to the ground. Christian Wilkins. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game
Hail
long.
Mary. Mills slot option. Stretch alert bubble. Mills slot option.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Throwing here, Trubisky. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
Entering play call, player, there are 8 categories. Alexa, Ray Davis.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped how the guy can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Jalen, fix pike 3 pitches. Fix pike, post cross.
Here is third and quite a ways. Trubisky will throw. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Texans will take over.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Looking to put a drive together.
All right.
Stroud. They set up the screen to Chubb. And give him 6 yards
entering
here
play
as he
call,
stopped near
coach
the 35
suggestions.
at the
There are 7
34.
categories.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 72 yards for him on the ground
entering
now.
play
He has
call,
been a tough man to bring down all
there are
night.
7 categories.
Well, you know they had a third down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's Stroud. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz.
Entering play call, coach suggestions, there are 7 categories.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up fourth down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So here are the Bills to take over. They've got the lead
Entering
yet again
play
in this
call,
ball game
player,
with their
there are
winning
8
streak right now
categories. You have 7
sitting at 10.
options. Jalen Waddle is selected. Khalil Shakir. Divide wheel.
Looking to put a drive together. Here's Trubisky. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bills first down.
Entering play call, player, Barry, Dalton Kincaid, Callum, Jalen Waddle, James Kukai, James MTNH, Osprey HB flat, inside zone split, AHB dive.
See that lane and burn them for a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
That's another Bills first down.
Entering play call, player, there are 8 categories. You have to, quick, view, stats, pop-up menu, player stats. Entering, screen, rushing selected, player name Jacob III, attempts 18, yards 76. You have to entering play call, Jalen Waddle, James Kukai, James M. Pass, inside zone split, AHB dive.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Cook again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Entering play, Jalen Waddle, Khalil Shaq, Dalton Kincaid, Luke McCaffrey, Luke Hail Mary, Bills slot option, D-corner.
Here's second and 7. Now Trubisky. He's got McCaffrey open, complete.
Entering play call, player, there are 8 categories. You have 7 options. Luke McCaffrey is selected. Ray Davis.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this
Dalton
defense has just not been up to the
Khalil
challenge in this
Shakir,
game, and
Jalen
this
Waddle,
continues as we see
James
here.
Kukai,
Coverage, not been very
James
good.
Kukai,
Soft in spots.
inside
There's an easy
zone
throw and catch for another first down.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
Up the middle, it's Cook. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the
Entering
entire
play
game, and
call,
the big guys
player,
up front.
there are 8.
They're a
Jalen
huge reason
Waddle,
why. And now
James
they're reaping the
Kukai,
benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
James, empty, Posprint HD, inside zone split, AHB dive, empty and AHB zone, AHB dive.
Second down and 6 now.
Come on, set. Bronco 80.
give. This is Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Entering play call, player, there are 8 categories. You have 7 options. James Kapai is selected.
They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
James M. Sprint H. Inside. AHB dive.
They'll run with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes
entering play call, player, there are 8 categories. You have 6 options. Callum Shakir,
and that package just wrapped up the
Jalen
runner for
Waddle,
a loss.
Mitchell Trubisky, Jalen Waddle, Jalen Fix Spike Hitches. Bench.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Houston.
Entering play call, Jalen Waddle, James Kapai,
big here to begin
James
quarter number 4.
Inside zone split.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
Let's go now. 65.
Handoff comes to Cook. And nowhere for him to go
entering
again.
play call, player, there are 8 categories. You have 7 options. James Kapai is selected.
Third down. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, spread him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
AHB inside zone split.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Entering play call, formation, there are 8, player, there, Jalen Waddle, Khalil Shakir, Kirk, zone alert, puff fork white, spacing, puck counter, bench corner stop.
Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Trubisky to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually
entering play call, pick FG holder last player, there are 8 categories. Dalton Pin, Luke McCaffrey, Ray Dave, Luke McCaffrey, Padu, D-corner, goalpost, D-corner.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. He'll try, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Pat attempt is selected.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by Mitchell Trubisky's touchdown run.
There are 2 categories. You have 3 options. Kickoff left to select. You have 2. View. Celebration. Stats. Top. Player stats. Entering. Screen. Rushing select. Player name J. Cookai. Attempts 23. Yards 89. You have to. Entering play call. Norm. Kickoff middle.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go.
Throwing now is Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
To do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Here we go, let's go. Swap, mother swap.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. Going out wide, finds Chubb. A good pickup after
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
2nd down at the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Oh, hey. 118. What's up?
Stroud to throw it. That's complete. It's Collins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Here we go.
They'll send Kirk in motion right. Looking to throw. Stroud. Here's Chubb. Back-to-back catches for him. So 5
entering
yards
play
here,
call,
on the
coach
play.
Suggestions. There are 7 categories.
3rd and 14.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling.
Well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Joey Bosa, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long
entering
on the
play
all-time
call,
list.
coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
The Texans send the punter out, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here
entering
with a
play
first
call.
and 10.
Jalen Waddle. James Kukai. James. AHD slip screen. AHD slip screen. MTN AHD cross screen. AHD draw.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Entering play call. Jalen Waddle. James Kukai.
Sounds crazy, but they
James
practiced for this
MTN
back in
cross
training
sprint
camp. They knew
HB.
they'd be in
Inside zone
situations
split.
where it'd be extra defenders in the
AHD
box coming
misdirection.
after them,
MTN
trying to keep them
AHD
from
zone
locking down a
WK.
game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Cook dropped at the 35.
Entering play call. Clear. There are 8 categories. You have 6 options. Jalen Waddle is
Set up an
selected.
interesting third and about 4 to go.
Khalil Shakir. Jalen Waddle. Khalil divide wheel. Curl flats. D-spot.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Bills first down. It's a gain of 10. And the Bills first down.
Entering play call. Dalton Kincaid. Khalil Jalen Waddle. Mitchell Trubisky. Bray Davis.
Let's
Bray
face it,
Davis.
this has been a master
FD dive
class
fake
in
HG.
offensive football that we've been here to
Apollo.
witness.
FD dive fake HG.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
Entering
2
play
yards on the
call.
carry there.
Mitchell
It'll be second
Trubisky.
down.
Let's
Jalen
give a lot of
Waddle.
credit to the offensive line. They've been able
Khalil
to move the ball
Shakir.
really well on the ground the entire
Khalil
game. And
divide
while
wheel.
that wasn't a
Curl
huge
flats.
one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second down and 8.
Let's go now. 72.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the
Entering
scramble, but
play
it'll still
call.
leave him with a
Dalton
third
Kincaid.
down.
Khalil Jalen Waddle. Mitchell Trubisky. Bray Davis. Luke McCaffrey.
While he still has some
Dalton
fresh legs.
Kincaid.
Not the biggest gain we've
Dalton
seen on a
Kincaid.
scramble,
Waddle.
but still some positive
T-screen.
yardage on a play
Double
that initially looked like a sure win
Angle
for the
YSAL.
defense.
Empty. Angle YSAL.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth
Entering
down.
play call. Coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Inside zone is
I don't think they needed
selected.
the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on
AHD
all
counter
cylinders.
STR.
Yeah, you're right.
Player.
They didn't need
There
a
are
completion.
Luke
They certainly don't
McCaffrey.
need any more
Dalton
points.
Khalil
But they're not going to turn
Shakir.
them down. They're going to continue
Cal
to run what
divide
they have
wheel.
in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
MTN PFK divide. Curl flats. D-spot.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Entering play. Kick FG. Field goal 34 yards. Player. There are 8. Dalton Kincaid. Luke McCaffrey. Ray Day, Mitchell Trubisky, Jalen Waddle, Khalil Shakir, Divide, Curl Flats, Z-Spot.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. From the shotgun is Trubisky. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Entering play call, player Dalton Kincaid, Khalil Shakir, Jalen Waddle, Mitchell Trubisky, Jalen Waddle, Dalton Kincaid, Luke McCaffrey, Hale, Mills slot off, T-corner.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll protect himself.
Entering play call, player, there are 8 categories. You have 6 options.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's
Luke
fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
Here we go. 19 Tiger.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them
play
at
call,
3rd and 1.
Mitchell Trubisky, Ray Davis, Power O.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Entering play call, thick FGK flip path, field goal 30 yards. Player, Derrick, Mitchell Trubisky, Jalen Waddle, fix spike, pitches, fix spike, ghost cross.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some
Entering play
some
call,
coaches
coach
are like,
suggestions.
look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Looking to put a drive together. Stroud looking to throw. Quick throw there, but it's
entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Tony.
And Stroud now to throw. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Entering play call, coach suggestions.
Give him 17 on the pickup there. The
categories.
Texans also get a new set of downs. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
Now 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the
suggestions. There are 7 categories.
But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
All right. 18. What's that?
Now Stroud. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 7 categories.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
18.
Stroud working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure
Entering
on the quarterback.
Call,
they were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Texans send the punter out, standing just outside his own goal line. Let's take it inside his own 40. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Entering play call, player. There are 8 categories. You have 6 options. Khalil Shakir, Jalen Waddle, Mitchell Trubisky, Ray Davis,
just short of it, a little
Luke
bit over.
McCaffrey,
A little bit over feels better to
Hail Mary,
everyone. Offensive
Bill's
line,
slot option.
running back, team totals, just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. Now it's Trubisky. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
You have to enter quick resume coaching options, quick game resume call chat stats, pop-up menu. You play game stats, player stats. Entering screen, rushing selected, player name Jacob, attempts 25, yards 95. You have to entering franchise screen. You have 8 options. Stats is selected.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 46-yard line.
Entering play, Dalton Kincaid, Jalen Waddle, Mitchell Trubisky, Khalil Shaq, Dalton Kincaid, Luke McCaffrey, Ray Davis, fake punt off tack, fake punt FD pass, FD dive fake HG.
From the 46, here's 2nd down at a yard. The carry here for the big tight end.
Entering play call, player. There are 8 categories. Mitchell Trubisky.
Good enough for the first
Ray
down.
Davis.
How about that there? No
Luke
frills,
McCaffrey.
no additives,
Dalton Kincaid.
nothing crazy. Just
Dalton
found a way to pick up the first down. A nice run
T-screen.
right there.
Double pivot. Angle YSAL.
Throwing here, Trubisky.
Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first
Entering
down.
play call, player. There are 8 categories. Luke McCaffrey. Dalton Kincaid. Khalil Shaq. Jalen Waddle. Mitchell Trubisky. Ray Davis. Ray Davis. Kick punt off tackle. Power O. FB dive fake HG.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Bronco 80.
Look at this, a tight end carry. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 yards
Entering
on the
play
pickup
call,
there. It'll be
player.
second
There
and
are
8.
Mitchell Trubisky.
Jalen
Waddle.
Tapes, but they've been moving it well
Jalen,
all game
kick
on the
spike,
ground.
pitches.
This is another one that keeps them moving
Bench.
forward.
Ghost cross.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left
Entering
in this
play call,
lopsided
player.
affair.
Khalil Shakir. Jalen Mitchell Trubisky. Ray Davis. Ray Davis. Power O. FD dive.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
They hand off to their big tight end. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Entering play call, player. There are 8 categories. You have Luke McCaffrey. Dalton Khalil Shakir. Jalen Waddle. Mitchell Trubisky. Mitchell Thick Jet Pass Pow. F Led Red Option. Eugene Heel.
The defense can stop it twice more.
Entering play call, player. There are 8. Jalen Waddle. Mitchell Trubisky. Mitchell Spike ball. Eugene Heel.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 15 options. Field goal 37 yards is selected.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Buffalo, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Houston, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.